Over the last 6 months, I've observed a lot of very interesting things in a number of my clients. The amount of times I have a coaching conversation with a senior manager, and whether he or she talks to me about the fact that there's real frustration between her or him and one of the people that they manage, and it's all about what isn't said rather than what is. And so I just really want to talk a little bit about the importance of and the power of a good quality one-to-one conversation. That, for me, is the single most important piece of an effective organisation, because if you've got good, honest conversations happening between leaders and their people, then anything is possible. When those conversations are not honest, effectively where lots of things are left unsaid, lots of frustrations are left not said, then it's really, really hard to make progress. So here's some tips on what you can do to improve the quality of the one-to-one conversations that happen with you or any of the people in your business. Okay, there are 3 key things that you must cover to make you have a good quality conversation, good quality one-to-one. First of all, you have to cover the welfare of the individual. For me, well, that's crucial. How are you doing? What's happening? What's up? What's happening outside of work? What you're saying is, I value you as a person. You know what? Before anything else, you're a good person. I value you. I value what you get up to, and therefore I take an interest in that. If you don't spend and invest the time doing that and just jump straight to, let's look at the brass tacks, let's look at the numbers, then what message does that send to the person? It's pretty grim. So number one is welfare and conversation about the person. Number 2 is clearly performance. And that should be against expectations that have been set at some point, ideally at the beginning of the year, and that you can basically track performance over time, and you can discuss that. And that is quite a logical, quite a detailed conversation, and that will either be on track or off track, and you will have a conversation related to that. The third piece of that is then, which spins usually off performance, is then development. And development is about the individual. It's about the individual's capability within the job, and are they currently capable of doing the job we're asking them to do, or is there a gap? If there is a gap, there's a crucial conversation to be had around, okay, how can we help and support you to improve? And then that looks potentially at training. Fundamentally, it looks at coaching of the manager and how the manager will coach that individual. And basically, it's an open, honest conversation. And the last bit is all about honesty. Now, how many times do I hear the fact that the conversations have been had and the really important, the really difficult bit has been left unsaid? And so it's really important to develop a culture within a business that says it's okay to give feedback that's tough. Because you know what, we can only improve as people and as individuals if we get tough feedback sometimes. It's okay, we're not going to fire you or anything silly like that. We're just going to give you that feedback and we're going to work through it and we're going to make you better. And if you have an environment which is okay with that, and particularly as well where the employee or the team member can give the tough feedback back, then at that point you really are in a good place. And for me, this is a key area. And so, look, you need to ask yourself, how good are we at that? And if you're any good, wonderful. If you're not, then please get in touch. We can really help you with that, and we can really help you develop a really good culture of quality one-to-ones, which will form the basis and foundation of a great business.